Hello and welcome to the Tarka Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're playing Meet Your Maker, and today's video is going to be part of my Superhuman series. Now today it's a duo pair, and I want to do this series to highlight raiders that I believe go the extra mile in their effort. And today, we got ZOMBIEkiller665. Z is big. Zombie Killer died 27 times. Z is big died 56 times. They were in this base for 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 29 seconds. Now, this is the King of the Hill outpost that I made, and it's got some good stats to it. We'll look at those stats before we button up the video. But let's look at some gameplay from this duo. And again, this is the map that I've been calling King of the Hill. It is a brutal base that I designed. The concept, I've explained the concept a few times. It's basically a take on the King of the Hill there on snowbanks when I was a kid. We used to, one person would go to the top of the hill and try to hold the hill while the other kids try to knock you off the hill. And, it was such a fun game when I was a kid. So I kind of got inspired by that game when I built this. And, wow, he got hit by that hornet that I've got out here. Wow, he got hit by that hornet too. Wow. The two hornets that I have outside this base are just there to be kind of a target practice. There we go. They did a little better there. We're not going to look at the whole hour video. We're just going to be looking at some highlights here. And with this map, I have marked, as you can see, I've made a path to the tombs, and I think the person's going to notice I've done that and follow those to the tombs. Yeah, so that's that's something you want to always look for if you're raiding at least my bases or anyone else's bases, to see if they just made a nice little pathway telling you where those are. And in this case, all three of them were outside the base. And more or less, most of the bases I make, they're outside the base. Yes, this little bomb ejector in this base has not been that effective. The more videos I watch on this place, I don't see it killing that many raiders, because they just peek behind and see it. I thought it would be such a blind spot that it would be difficult to see. They're tackling it pretty good here. They're sitting there. It looks like look, I got a stutter step there in the video. One of them died there at the top. This little hallway I put together, you can be on the top there to not have to deal with the pistons. But by doing that, you open yourself up to crossfire from the enforcers that I have out there. So that, but his partner's dead, but the partner took care of the enforcer and the cannon back. And I've got a couple sentinels also that can shoot into this room. So if you decide to jump on top here, you're actually making yourself vulnerable, where if you stay in the pit, then you got to deal with the traps. Not doing too bad, dodging the noise I've created for this thing. I mean, the King of the Hill, this map, I knew it was going to plague some people. I knew some people were going to have some problems with it. This guy's been pretty good. I mean, this Z is big. He's been trying to get him up there for a second. Oh, and I had a bolt trap that just came down. The guy got out of the way just in time. Oh, his partner is again dead. That fire you saw that just happened there, where the crossfire, that's very effective in this map. Because in a lot of cases, when you have a incinerator going off, it's going in one direction, and then they can just shoot at it. But if it's going in both directions, if it's on both sides, like there's one on the right and there's one on the left behind those cubes there, which makes it a lot more difficult because you've got two traps you're having to deal with. Oh, wow, that person just missed. And then those stupid cannon backs. Oh, my goodness. So they're doing a pretty good job getting up to the top of this thing, especially as a dual pair. But in that situation, the cannon back got the person. These guys did an amazing job. I'm going to hit E, and E will bring us to the next death. Let's see if, what the heck got, well, I was saying that bomb injector didn't get it, never got anybody, but it looks like that's what that person just died to. I hit E again, which then advances me to their next death. And again, in the hallway there, this hallway opening is pretty tough because of the flame, the incinerator I got at the very top, and the one that gets you at when you get to the top there. The overlapping of traps is key. Overlapping traps, and then having openings, for your ranged critters to get you when you go to deal with those traps. That's the beauty of this hallway. What makes this hallway work is the crossfire from the critters, the guards that are out there, hornets, the enforcers. It just makes it hard to get out of this hallway because it's just rapidy rap, shooting stuff at you from a distance. And grenades do work for this. And and in this case, what I've done is I've overlapped 5 different ranged things in this hallway, and the cross, the flame injectors there, or the incinerators, are there to slow you down, to push you back into the hallway. So that's why they keep on having to retreat back into this hallway, because every time they advance, there's something else pushing them back. Dead again. All right, I think we've seen enough. Let's go back to the main screen. We'll look at the stats of King of the Hill. Let's just look at those stats real quick. And King of the Hill is right here. Just in the last, couple hours, it's had 3 raid attempts with 97 deaths. And the kill ratio for this base is 11.6, and it's killed 1,284 people. Or, it's been very, very good at killing raiders. So we just go back to the board here so I can highlight their effort one more time. So it was ZOMBIEkiller665. Z is big. And they did it in 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 29 seconds. And I think they did a bang-up job. They did end up getting the Genmat. So that's a win-win. And I think they did a superhuman effort with this. All right. Well, that's it, folks. Thank you for joining me. And this has been the Tarkus Zone.